Hey everyone, I'm Overlander Benny. Today I'm going to show you my ammo cam tent stove. This is something I've been kind of researching, and I kind of put my own swing on it and used a few ideas off of other people's online. So I'll show you what I got here. See if you got any good ideas, let me know. Okay, here it is complete. Probably should have done a video making it, but we'll go through it here a little bit. I put an extra top on. This is a 2-inch piece galvanized pipe I got from Wilco. It was about $5. This metal was about $7.50 at Lowe's. About a 50 mil ammo can for $12 at Walmart. This metal here, hinges, carriage bolts, all came from Lowe's. So start on the inside. I put a baffle plate up here. I don't know if you can see that. That'll do is reflect the fire up and around it before it goes out the chimney, heating our top surface, giving us a better cook area. I just made a simple little on a rivet, a little hinge. This little piece is riveted to the side with a little slot cut in it to hold the door. I've seen a lot of people doing round ones here. It looked a little difficult for what I had tools wise, so I just made a flip one. Down here underneath your fire, you want to get a little bit of air as well. Got some air holes there. Now I did use all rivets. There's zero welding. You can see I riveted everything, the hinges, but this piece right here is a bolt, and I'll explain that in a minute. You can also use screws, bolts, whatever you need. You don't have to have a rivet gun to do this. All you really need is a drill, possibly a hole saw for your top hole, or a die grinder, something like that, and either a cutting wheel on a grinder or on your die grinder. We're going to come to the back here. As soon as you take the rubber gasket out, this is loose. So I solved that by putting a wing nut here. Holds that closed, although it does stay closed pretty well. I figured I would do it anyway. There's a bolt from the inside coming out. Got a nut on there so it doesn't fall back in. These rivets here are what are holding that plate going across the top to reflect the heat around the stovepipe. I decided to put my legs and stuff on the bottom, and I'll tell you there's two reasons I did that. Number one, I don't need a seal here. The rubber gasket that came out of there, usually we have to put a rope seal in there, and I didn't want to do that. So this is on the bottom. Another reason is so easy to empty the ashes. Just open it up, take that wing nut off, open it up, dump the ashes. You'll see in here I have a little grating. Comes the fire, and all the ash can come through. Air will get underneath the fire. This thing on the front here where I got that bolt, I have a little spring in there crushed with a wing nut, kind of give it some pressure. Also on the legs I did wing nuts in here, and you can see I kind of positioned them kitty corner, so when I close my lid, I can loosen these wing nuts. That one that's on the inside, crosswise, can't turn. So I can loosen these and adjust my feet up and down, and then just tighten this back up to make my legs solid again. And again, this 2-inch pipe here came from Wilco. Let's see, I'm putting this wing nut back on to hold my latch shut. Can't remember how much these were at Lowe's. This is a 5-foot chunk of galvanized 2-inch pipe. It will go there. As you can see, maybe you can't see, corrugated. There's another 5-foot chunk that came on this. It was 10 foot to begin with. Okay. Got a little smoke coming out the top. We've got the fire getting ready to go here. Let's see, I just threw one match in there. Kind of cheated with a little bit of 2x4, split it up, so we'll get it going and see what it looks like. Do the first burn here and go from there. Alrighty, we got a pretty good fire going in this little guy. Hot enough, there's not much smoke even. A lot of people I've seen were stripping their cans and painting them prior to using them. I really didn't care, so I'm going to burn all the paint off I can, and I have a sandblaster and I'll blast it if I need to and paint it then. But so far we got a really nice little fire going there. Again, I'm just using scraps of an old 2x4 that was laying around. I split into little pieces, but it's burning excellent. Lots of heat coming off of it. The door seems to shut. Other than the smoke you could see possibly coming off of the paint, I think it's sealing pretty good. This doesn't seem to be getting too hot. I should be able to slide it if needed. This isn't getting too hot, so everything seems okay so far. If need be, I might have to put something on the handles. I've seen some people adding chunks of wood or whatever they needed to make it so you could use this when it's hot. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, got $12 into the can. I bought 2 pieces of metal, so at $7.50 each, that's about $15. Rivets are dirt cheap, as are screws. The pipe and this fitting here was a total of about $18. And I cannot remember. I've had these for a long time in my garage. I bought them for another project, so I'm not exactly sure how much they were. And like I said, you could use screws here. You don't have to use rivets. You don't have to use wing nuts. You can make your legs more permanent. It is easy to access them. If you wanted to use a bolt, you could easily open your back door, flip it down, and access your legs. So, questions, comments, let me know. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.